Hi, this is Be Unbreakable with Tamara Mack. Welcome back. So this time of year, a lot of us are on vacation and traveling, and it can be harder than normal to stay on a good exercise or eating plan. But with a little bit of pre-planning and some helpful tips I'm going to give you, you can minimize that damage. Let's talk about some nutritional tips while on the road. Here are 5 pointers that will help you stay in shape. Number 1, pack smart. There's a lot of different options you can take if you plan ahead and taking food with you. Take that little duffel bag with some of the snacks that you're going to want that are going to provide the macronutrients and the protein that you need while you're on the road. If you have a cooler or something that you can take with you, your options have even expanded more. And there's a lot of ways that you can continue to eat good protein while on the road. The other option, of course, point 2, is eat frequent, smaller meals. Now, this kind of goes against the grain as far as what's easy to do on a trip, but it's going to be a lot healthier for you in the long run. It allows your fat metabolism burning to continue because you're eating smaller amounts more often, and it will save you a little bit of money, and it's going to make sure that you're not going to blow it by eating too much of a bad thing while you're on the road. And number 3, meal planning. This comes down to knowing when to go to a grocery store versus a fast food restaurant. Really know what you're going to take and where you're going to go. If your hotel has a kitchenette or a refrigerator, it's going to be a lot easier to stay eating healthy. If you don't have that option, you can bring the cooler, and then you have a lot more of things that you can choose from to bring when you go to that grocery store. Every time you go in is going to have one. They've got those fresh delis. You can get that grilled chicken. You can get hard-boiled eggs. You can get the low-fat, higher-protein milk, yogurts, lots of different options that you want to take a look at to eat healthy while you're on the road. Number 1, I think, and especially for anybody trying to build muscle, but point 4 is eat protein. Protein will help fill you up. It will help you with concentration. It will help you basically build that lean muscle that you want to build in toning and being healthy. And again, there's lots of different varying ways to get that protein on the road. Easiest, of course, is to pack baggies of protein powder. And that way you got it wherever you go. You can buy a bottle of water, juice, or low-fat milk, sprinkle that powder in, and you've got your protein drink ready to go. If you don't want to do that, there's lots of other options, including protein water. And that is not a shake. It's literally water that's infused with protein. Tastes great in lots of different flavors, and you're getting hardly any calories and higher protein. So lots of different good options. If you look online on my blog in a little bit, I'll give you some of those resources. And then lastly, you want to drink water. Now, I know that's not exciting, but it is so good for you, especially when you're on the road and taking in health and toxins and you're exhausted. But number 1, it fills you up, and that will help you from overeating and eating things you shouldn't be eating. Hydration, of course, is great for your skin, flushing toxins, just giving you energy. And, as they say, by the time you want to have something to drink, by the time you're thirsty, you're probably already dehydrated. The other catch is when you're drinking alcohol. If you're on a trip, you may do that. Order a little bottle of water when you drink that alcohol. Bartenders often give it to you for free. That way you are filling up with the water afterwards. You don't keep craving as much alcohol. It, again, flushes you. And lastly, of course, it's going to save you some money. So those are great 5 tips there that you can look into. If you go onto my website, you can see all the resources and some great companies and where you can buy those products to be able to pack smartly. So now that you've got the nutrition part covered and you've packed smartly and know where to go to get good foods and how to avoid bad foods that are going to make you tired and sluggish and higher in calorie, you're going to want to do some things when it comes to exercise. So I've got a couple great tips for that. All right, for today's quote of the week, it's a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek saying, but there's some truth to it, and it's one that I kind of live by. You can sleep when you're dead. Now, granted, sleep is important, especially when you're trying to build lean muscle and stay healthy and invigorated. It's great for your skin and hair, all those good things. But a lot of people kind of use that excuse to sleep more than they need to. You have to be able to read and know your body. Now, the National Sleep Foundation basically says that we sleep a third of our lives. If you basically live 75 years old, you have spent 25 years sleeping. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't have time for that. I got too much to do. So I get real smart with napping and micro napping, and it's amazing how much energy that can give you, just 10, 20 minutes here and there. If you can get away at work or close your door and close your eyes for a little bit, go out to your car, whatever you need to do to reinvigorate you, especially late in the afternoon after you've eaten that protein snack and you're just a little drowsy. So those are things to look at. But don't sell yourself short and think you got to have 8 or 9 hours of sleep, because a lot of people don't, and that's valuable time you're wasting. So for next week's show, we're going to talk about training with injury, or about fear of injury, and different tips and things you can do to help prevent them and make yourself feel a little bit more confident when you are training. So make sure you check in Wednesday at this YouTube channel here, or also my website. It's beunbreakablewithtamaramack.com, and you can actually read any of the past shows. You can get resources and links to some of the people that sell the products and talk a little bit more about some of the things that we've been talking. Make sure to send me those questions, and we'll address your question next week. Until then, stay unbreakable.